3, 2, 1.
Welcome to, I believe it's my third episode of Beer and Booze with B-Rad. That's a whole lot for me to say. When I took this job, I didn't know I was supposed to be able to read and write. All Marines know how to do is eat crayons. Fresh out of crayons today. All right, I'm going to start this off right. If you're going to drink, don't drive. If you're going to drive, don't drink. And something near and dear to my heart, as always, 22 veterans died a day to PTSD suicide. So, if you happen to know someone suffering from PTSD, reach out to that person. Simple smile, say hello. Giving this person recognition of their existence could save their life. And trust me, coming from experience, I'm giving you sound advice. All right. I've got a I bought this beer, and it's when you buy them in individual 6-packs. When you go to the liquor store, some liquor stores will allow you to make your own 6-pack, and they're a little expensive at times. I don't know what a 4-pack of this is. They come in I think 16-ounce cans, and but it came in right about $6 a can. Man, that's like, I believe you can buy a 12-pack of Natty Light or that Guinea or something like that. You'd have to reference one of my How to Drink Cheaply beer. And some of the beers that are cheap are not really that bad. This one is not. This particular brewer, I think his name's Billy. I couldn't find out a whole lot of information. It's a Nightmare Brewing Company out of New York, I believe. Yeah, gosh dang it. I'm sorry. Distributed, brewed by, and canned by Deviants Brewing Company, Boston, Mass. For Nightmare Brewing. I believe the story with this is I can't find out a whole lot of information on this, except this guy actually brews for another brewer or another brewery, and this is kind of a side project. And I love telling stories. And let me tell you what, I'm just amazed how no one's really picked up on this. This guy has a theme to all his beers. Okay, he's put out 4 or 5 of these beers. Okay, and I did one of them called something Windcless, and Windcless was a medieval torture device and stuff. It had like a pulley system and stuff that somehow like ripped your guts out or something. And there is a theme behind this. Okay, this is literally, when he names these, you got to reference what the name is and look up the history of stuff behind it. And I forget the one, but it was torture. All his things are torture related. Okay, he's got absolutely fantastic artwork. I think it's a little morbid, but you got a guy, Nightmare Brewing. A guy who's all frozen. It's a 10.1% alcohol by volume. So you drink a pint of this, and you're going to be, well, if you're going to chug it like I am, I might get a little buzz off of it, man. The story behind the exposure is 1999, the Chinese regime, practitioners of Falun Gong. It is a meditation focused on moral philosophy, energetic exercise, which is something I probably need to do, breathing, and living in harmony. Okay, so the Chinese regime was threatened by this. 1999, they would take anyone who practiced this and tortured them. And how they tortured them was they would make them lay face down in the snow. They would take buckets of water in 20 below degree weather and throw it on them. They would make them stand out in the weather for 12 hours naked or pretty close to being naked. yeah, it was it's pretty gruesome deal, and that this is kind of the theme this guy's going with, the exposure. You know, you have a guy who's obviously they left him out and they probably dumped a bucket of water on him in 20-degree weather, and he's absolutely a popsicle right now. Um, so not only, you know, it's got a theme, and then the theme, you know, if you do a little research, you can find out about this. I believe 2009, uh, 2,000 people had been executed by this method. Now, I don't know if it stopped in 2009 or not. You know, maybe it had a 10-year stint. I don't know. I can't imagine with the Chinese regime that they just picked up in 1999. I would think they'd go back to, you know, hundreds of years with this. But this is what I could dig up, and absolutely every theme. I'm going to get a hold of another beer here soon, and then we're gonna put them all together, and then the story. Uh, so this is a story with the Nightmare Brewing Company. And like I said, I had to watch a video, and one of the other guys that were giving a review referenced the brewer as Billy. Okay, so I don't know if that's the guy's name, but I really think I love, you know, he's got a kind of a darker, maybe a darker sense of maybe he's trying to bring awareness to torture or something. I don't know. It's kind of dark, but you know, I like kind of it goes somewhere. It has history behind it. It's not, you know, it's just not brewed. He's actually put a story behind the beer and stuff, and 10.1% alcohol by volume. I cannot wait to try this. I had a little free time. I have to bust this out because Miss B-Rad went to go pick up the son at work, and whew, it smells really good already. I can tell you this. I have not I have not been disappointed. All right, it's got a pretty decent head. It looks to be well carbonated. The bubbles and stuff really aren't dissipating all that much. It's got a really hazy color to it, but it's, you know, I mean, it's an Imperial Indian Pale Ale with Cryo Mosaic and Cryo Citra. All right, now I did not look those up today, but I'm going to guess citrus, some type of citrus, and the Mosaic might be some type of flower or something like that. Some type of plant, not flower, maybe. I don't know. The head is still staying put. I mean, I'm going to give the head. I'm going to give it a 4.0. I mean, I'm going to give the look. I mean, it is. I don't know if you call that a triple IPA because it's so high in alcohol or not. We're going to have a little sip because I couldn't get it. Whew, man, there's a lot going on in that. I mean, I kid you not. And it's high in alcohol content. It's not as strong as I thought it would be, or as bitey. You know, with it, it's actually has just a slight aftertaste, but it's not bad. Let's see. Of course, I'm getting some citrus in there. Um, this is a very complex smell here. God, I'm smelling like a melon or something in there. Some berries, maybe. Of course, you get the hop smell in there. Let's give it a taste. I'm gonna give the smell a 3.7. It smells pretty delicious. Of course, you have that piney, kind of an earthy, not. Yeah, I'm going to say earthy. As far as, it's got chop. You got your freaking citrus and stuff in there. There's a lot going on in this beer. This guy is probably one of my favorite brewers besides Troy over at Aeroplanes, brother. I've loved everything you've brewed so far. But that's a local brewery, and probably, unless you're in Wichita, Kansas, you're not going to be able to go see Troy at Aeroplanes. But you could be in the New York area or somewhere surrounding area, and you'd be able to get a hold of this Nightmare Brewing Company. And with artwork in it, I'm getting the artwork a 5.0 with the theme and everything. Dude, that's spot on. I mean, I like it. It has character. It has a story. It has everything with it. I mean, I love that kind of shit. I'm into that kind of stuff, and it's a wrap. I don't know. I don't know if you could put this amount of detail on a can, however they design the cans. I don't know, but this is my segment. The taste. I'm gonna give the taste a 4.2, man. I like it. It's good. 4.2 out of 5. And I try to do according to Beer Advocate and Untapped app. The color, let's give the color a 3.8. The smell 4.0. The taste, like I said, 4.2. And there's something I've come up with, the chuggability test. You find yourself in a New York bar and there's this Marine. He probably just, he's in New York hanging out, chilling out, having a good time, trying to hook up with some ladies, I'm sure. And his name's Casey. He's a Marine brother of mine, and he's got a patch on. My name's Casey, and it's talk like a pirate day. My matey. And Casey challenges you for a drink off. Now, this is something where I'm trying to take out some of the guesswork for you. Maybe you're going to have a chance to win this, or win it or not. Damn ghost, man, scared me. So I'm gonna take. There goes again, damn ghost. I'm telling you, I'm gonna take the guesswork out maybe for you. You don't want to buy him beer. You want him to buy you a beer, and he is a professional drinker. So be warned. If Casey Patch, I challenge you to chug off my be warned, because the dude loves free beer. The best beer is free beer, your beer, and the beer, of course, you like to drink at the end of the day. And just because mine and your maybe taste buds don't align doesn't mean you're wrong. Doesn't mean I'm wrong. We're probably both wrong, and that makes us both right. How about that? All right, let's see the chuggability on this. This is some strong beer. I'm kind of a little nervous. I like it. It's now that I chugged it, it's got more of a piney taste from the hop. You got a nice subtle fucking malty taste at the end. Just an absolutely fantastic beer from Nightmare. Great job. I love it. If you're in New York or you're at the liquor store, if you're in a bar, hey, go get you an exposure. 10.1% alcohol by volume. So if you have a few of these, be careful. You might want to bring a designated driver or call an Uber. All right. I don't have to walk to the fridge today. I got the bottle of booze right in front of me. This is part of my show where I like to pay tribute to the men and women that sacrificed it all for this great country. I love America, and I hope you love America too. If not, just slap yourself. All right. Of course, we're still finishing off the American bourbon, veteran owned and operated business, hoorah. And of course, always the Chesty Puller wherever you are. Whew. And something with like some of these IPAs. Bourbon, kind of, if you want to do a shot, seems to pair nicely. Thank you, Scott Losky, Brad Lance, Lupe Gomez. Man, fuck, brother, I forget about you all the time. Sorry about that. And I want to give a special thank you and everything to two of my veteran Vietnam brothers, John Geeking and Lauren Lauren, thank you guys for being my brother. And to those viewers that may not understand, yes, we're brothers because we're Marines, and it doesn't matter. I wasn't a Vietnam veteran. I'm a Desert Storm, Desert Shield, Desert Storm Somalia veteran, but we're still brothers, and I do appreciate their sacrifices they made during that Vietnam conflict because it was a bad deal. But so is war. War is a bad deal. We get through it and we push on. All right. And we pay tribute to those who sacrificed it all. Miles Sinclair sent me he's right there. You guys can't see it. I can. Probably some nasty, some chick, God knows what. But Miles Sinclair, another brother I served with in Somalia. Just thank you to my family. Gage Stevens, thank you for watching, motherfucker. Everyone else who supports my channel, Stoneyard Vineyards, god dang it. Thank you for watching. Thank you for leaving me a comment. You're the only one that ever does. I appreciate it, man. I love watching your shit. You know what? I mean, I get kind of a lot out of it because, as I'm starting to maybe brew my first batch, I've had this kit for 2 weeks, and I need to go buy a pot and a thermometer, and that's the only thing holding me back. I bought the starter kit, so I'll get into more of the complex brewing like you've been doing. But thank you. I find your videos entertaining, and I better get out of here. Mrs. B-Rad wants tacos for dinner. I'm down for that. Really, it was me that wanted tacos, but don't tell her that. I twisted her arm. I'm not gonna lie. Thank you guys very much. Thank you. Share the shit out of this. Let's see me pick up a few more follows. Thank you, my 41 subscribers, man. Thank you. I can't say thank you enough. And thank you for watching this episode of Beer and Booze with your host, B-Rad here. Semper motherfucking Fi.